Yes, Marvellous Camembert is back at the board. He's the world number one. He wants to win tournaments. He's playing in this online event, which is a qualifier for the Esports World Cup. Now, he's already qualified, but he's just here for the lols. He's playing his favourite Sicilian. His opponent is Shant Sargassian, super strong Grandmaster from Armenia. Let's check this one out. They're playing a best of 4 match here in the last 16. Rossalimo on the board. Many options for black. Magnus chooses this one. He's already won the first game in the match. This is their second. Can he twist the knife? We'll watch what is about to come here. First, we see the bishop bear given up. Why would you do that? Normally the top guys love to hold on to them. Will you mangle the pawn structure here? Then go d3. Really solidify that one. Don't let it advance and swap off so easily. And maybe you can play around the pawn structure. Play positionally. Control the black breaks. This is the big battle. If the board opens up, good for the bishops. h4 is now played. This is modern chess for you, not the main move. Sideline. Magnus is well prepared though, as ever. Meets him halfway. He had a game like this against Anish Giri back in 2019. Nothing's new to Magnus, right? He knows what's going on. e5 gives some squares, but gains some squares. And in the game against Giri, Magnus went pawn d6. You can also start with knight f5. But he chooses the very stinky pawn f6. Lord Hans Feingold does not approve of that move. You expose the king, but guess what? It's a fine move. Magnus knows his structures. We get queen e2, knight f5 played, bishop f4, and it's a mistake. Already, Magnus has caught his opponent in the opening here. The bishop just doesn't belong on that square, as we're going to see. What was better? Well, a4 apparently, b3, even just developing the knight directly, leaving the bishop at home. This is the game. A great wall of Magnus on the board. And after takes, if you recapture immediately, this whole thing is justified. But Magnus plays the epic pawn to e5. Now, he's not threatening to take the bishop immediately due to the pin, but he's blunting it out. I'm about to sneeze, sorry. I do apologise, I'm slightly allergic to my own ramblings at times. We now see the knight develop into the game. Bishop takes here. Knight c4. We start to see one of the points of doubling these pawns, right? Look at this. Brilliant piece. You could drop back, keep the bishops, but castles is played. Now bishop e3, because there was a threat to take it. You castled, you broke the pin, and Magnus could play knight d4 here. Top move, according to the Stockness monster, but not played. We get rook e8, given the question mark. Knight fd2 is excellent, controlling these light squares, very good chess, also opening up this attack. And Magnus just ignores it, plays the best move. I mean, you can't go g6, it's too weakening. g4 maybe, directly, not sure. This is what Magnus goes for. So he hits the queen, he hits the pawn and threatens a check. In the game, the queen drops back, falls into Magnus's trap. But best is actually going for the plunge, allowing the check, moving the king. Line goes something like this. Whip off the bishop, because you win an entire rook. And this is how it could go. You either force a draw, or you go for more. Something like this. I was having a click around, as you can see. Bring in the knight, then bring in the bishop. Massive compensation, of course, for the exchange. Are you an exchange down? Maybe you're not even an exchange down. You've just got a king in the centre. You've got some pawns for it. Anyway, different game. The pawn wasn't taken. The lady backs up and covers the check. Magnus has got what he wants. He backs up his bishop, saving the bishop pair now. No more chances given. Knight e4 is natural. Bishop developing here. You could chase away the knight. I was looking into this. You know, why not do it? But there's these amazing lines. Give up the knight. Take with the e-pawn. The king's in the centre. Bishop's attacked. If it moves, f5. And this position is good for black. There's also pressure here if the pawn ever moved. Really interesting, rich position, just the kind of fight Magnus wants. And Shant now plays King f1. Going for a kind of mini sideways bomb cloud, not castling. He surely shan't do this and live to tell the tale. What's his idea? Magnus stacks up the bishops. Now we get pawn b3 solid chain, a5 and a4. Shuts it down. Watch what's on the way. 2 epic rook lifts from both players here. We absolutely love to see it. What a fight. What a battle. Magnus now sets up a bathtub. Queen d2 and he bounces back with the bishop. Surely you go rook g3. Continue with that plan. It's the top move. But rook h1 is played. Really a step in the wrong direction, you feel. And Magnus now plays a committal move. The best move. Bishop takes on c4. Eliminating the annoying pressure on this pawn, so the rook's free to activate. And it was a monster knight, let's be honest here. And now he backs up. Not the best. Rook b7 better apparently, but we don't see the right structure from white. g3 is best to cover the f4 square. Instead f3, ambitious, going for the attack over here. Magnus starts with rook b7 to fight back. g4's on the board. Everyone's getting excited. Calm down, says the arbiter. Pawn recaptures. f5. It's so aggressive. It's so tense. We see takes. Magnus voluntarily opening his own king, but also going for the white king. And the best continuation is missed. It's bishop g5. And the point is, you can get a line something like this. Check. I'm just going to show you the top engine moves here. Pawn thrusting through. Something along these lines. Let's pause it there. It's a game. It's a different game. It's roughly level, right? But anything could happen. However, in the game, knight g5 played. And the big problem with this is Magnus can now play the powerful punch. f4. Just blocking the bishop out, forcing it back to this meek square, which is actually the best move, but black firmly ahead, and that's why Shant plays something far more interesting and dangerous, going for the initiative. Queen g2. What a battle. Pins galore. This is an exciting opening. By the way, should have mentioned earlier, if you want to work on your openings, play fun stuff like this, do use Lotus Chess. They even do end games now. It's incredible. The link is in the description. Go check it out, honestly. End game feature is addictive. I've been doing it basically every day. Check it out below. This is the game now. And if you take with the queen, well, the problem is black whips the queens off, takes, pawn takes, and you're a bishop down at the end of the line. So we didn't see queen takes with check. Bishop f2. You've got to save the piece. But now the killer. Pawn e4. And if you capture, obviously the knight can't take. It's pinned. Rook takes isn't the best move at all. There's tactical issues. But what is good is bishop g7. Because you hit this rook and you now break the pin. So after pawn takes here, best move, you win a rook. And if you try and save that rook, rook e1, something along those lines, well, now that black can move the knight, you save it and you emerge a piece ahead. So let's back up. We didn't see takes. We saw h takes on g5 to win back the piece. But of course, there's still big problems with the bishop running short of squares. We don't even see it move. If you try something like this, there's pawn check. It starts getting really bad. Bishop g7 once more. So in the game, queen h3. Saying, take my bishop. I'm going for a huge counter-attack. This rook's loose, if the rook ever joined the party. So bishop g7's necessary. Cover that square there. Hit the rook in the corner. That's why the rook saves itself. Magnus cashes in. He's a bishop ahead. White's got to prove something and do it now. It starts with a check. King f8's on the board. Check. Now the rook interposes, we suddenly see the power of switching it, lifting it, swinging it. Queen takes on c5 check, king back. Now this rook swapped from the board. Looks like white's making progress, but let's be real here. Black's a bishop ahead. The king's safe as houses. It's the white king that's exposed one day. f3. This is a massive threat. So rook e1 covers. Queen b8, however, a new invasion threatened. King f1, f2, and we saw resigns, and not prematurely. What to do? Say you save and try and go for the pawn. Well, this is a forced mate, something like this. And that's how the game could end. You just can't leave the back rank. Pawn's going to go through. And then where to go? Something like this will finish it. Say you go to c1, queen steps in, etc. This was the final position. Third game was drawn, so Magnus wins it. He's currently playing Vincent in the last 8. Many exciting matchups. Sindarov playing as well here. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'm on my way out to play some chess over the board. Looking forward to that. And have a look at the video on screen if you want to see the members only video just dropped. Vishan and Immortal, my favourite game ever. Supports the channel, of course, plus some extra bonus chess content. Or just check out the regular video if you want some more epic chess. Thanks a lot for watching and see you soon. Cheers.